So are you guys ready to do a countdown? I really like his enthusiasm over there. Let's try this out real nice and loud in 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
Good job, guys. That was an awesome job by Cheetah. So you got to see a lot of those behaviors I mentioned, those tight turns. She was using that weight. She even did that really fast takeoff where she got up to those high speeds quite quickly. And as I mentioned, trainers here, we actually get to do something really amazing with our cats. We get to hang out with them on the habitat. It does take a trainer up to about minimum 3 years in order to be able to do what I'm doing out here with her. Now you can see she's got her toy. She's a wild animal, and that is very true. So she gets to hang out with her toy. I'm not going to force her to do anything she doesn't want to. You will notice that she'll head over to me in the next few minutes. I'll probably say hi to her, give her a fun treat for coming over to me. But this is a great view of their natural instincts. Natural instinct of a cheetah in Africa, of course, is to sit on that prey item, chew on it, get a little bit of a meal, hang out with it. So naturally, she's going to want to sit there and chew on that string or feathers, and she's more than welcome to do that. You may even notice that she'll take it over to a clump of grass, and that is, of course, again, a natural behavior. Cheetahs want to remain hidden in Africa after they catch their prey items. They do not take their prey items to a tree. They actually keep it down on the ground. A cheetah in a tree really doesn't quite work out. They are good jumpers, but not very good climbers. All of their strength is in their back legs. So cheetahs naturally don't climb trees. They can jump up in them, but they do naturally take their prey to a hidden spot. And that is because there are other predators in Africa. Cheetahs contend against lions and hyenas. These, of course, are much bigger than they are. So the natural instinct of this animal is to kind of hide themselves so that they get to keep their food. So you do get to see that. And as I mentioned, Chi here is going to head on over to me when she's all ready, and she gets a fun treat from me. Now this fun treat is part of her diet, and through positive reinforcement, this is my way of saying, good job, thanks for coming over to me. With that said, a lot of people think that you withhold food from an animal in order to get it to do this, and that is not true. No matter what Chi does today, she could have said, no thank you, I don't want to do this run today. She still would have gotten all of her diet. So no matter what, our cats do get all of their diet, and what I am feeding her is a carnivore diet. Cheetahs are strictly meat eaters. That means all they eat is meat. So this is raw meat that I have here for her, but I can tell you it is prepared to the point we could actually serve it at a restaurant. That's how good it is. I bet you a few of you would not want to try that. I can tell you it has a few extra pieces to it, heart, liver, muscle, organ. Not quite the tasty thing we like in our steaks, but it is perfect for Chi here. Now I also don't have to give her food. You just saw me touching her from tip of nose to tip of tail. And that is part of her husbandry behavior. As you can see, she was comfortable with it, but she didn't have to have me do that. I will tell you that these cats can help out in their own health care, which is very exciting for us. Basically, I can give her a physical every single day. I can also draw blood from a vein in her tail, or even do an x-ray. All of this without any sedation. And that is one of the reasons we do this type of training here with our cheetahs, is to help out in their health care. It is very important, of course, to give them the best life possible. Cheetahs here at Busch Gardens can live up to about 15 years. Now, a lot of people think cheetahs should be in the wild, it's the best place for them to be, and that is where we want them to be, but they are struggling in the wild. There is less than 7,000 cheetahs in the world, and a cheetah in Africa only lives to about 8 years old. So we actually double life expectancy here. So what our hope is to do is make a connection for you guys. The more you care about cheetahs, the more we're going to be able to do something for them. And we also help out through our SeaWorld and Busch Gardens Conservation Fund. And you guys have already done that by supporting it, because part of your missions today does go to that conservation fund, and that conservation fund supports animals like these cheetahs. Now we thank you guys for being here today, checking out our lure run demonstration. Chi and I will be out here for a few more seconds, but otherwise, if you missed our lure run, come back to our 4:30 presentation. Have a great night here at Busch Gardens.